So I ask you to give it some more time before you open it up to a commercial-based casino, which, by the way, let me just say this as I finish. I was one of the legislators that were for a number of casinos. I was not necessarily for just 3 casinos. I would have had many more. In particular, the slot parlors. I thought the 2 existing license holders should have automatically been granted the licenses. So I'm not looking at it from the perspective of market necessarily, although that was the intent of the legislature. And if you speak to people like Stanley Rosenberg, the majority leader, who was the point person for the legislature and the Senate on this issue, he studied this very carefully. He went all around the country. He looked at all the options. And he felt that the best market benefit to the Commonwealth as a whole would be what we sent you to be implemented. One final point on the percentages. We know that the new percentages are 21, 17, 15, 0, depending upon what takes place, right? I will submit to you, and it's evidenced by what is taking place in southeastern Massachusetts, Cape Cod and the islands. This region of the state, before the recession hit, was the fastest growing region in the northeast part of the United States of America. And I will submit as the economy comes back, and it's slowly doing that, we're going to start seeing the housing market back in this region. And in particular, if we have this type of resort facility in this region, even at 15% of the take, I would wager will bring you in total dollars that could be greater than what Western Mass would bring in. So I ask you to consider those factors before you make a final decision here. I thank you very much for listening to me. I'm simply asking that we wait some time before we pull that trigger, because it could be, it could actually kill the intent of the bill and hurt the market share within the region. And I'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you very much. Questions for Senator Pacheco? When the legislature takes up the compact, you could address this issue for us. The legislature could tell us how they want us to handle this issue as well. If you think your colleagues would be willing to do that, look forward to their direction on this if they want to give it to us.
Yeah, and the good thing, Mr. Chairman, and that's always been available to us. And you know the legislative process very well. And we had the opportunity to work together on some issues when you were at A&M.